Okay guys, I just wanted to quickly show you how to override some of the standard styling practices of Bootstrap in order to add your own colors into like the links and the background images and stuff. So I did some research because I was trying to figure out like how to change the background of my anchor tags here. And the way that you do it, so just notice for 1 second that when you go into the anchor tag right here, right, here's your anchor tag, right? So let me collapse this down so you can see like actually how big this is. So here's your anchor tag, right? Remember, an anchor tag is something that will create like a button on your web page that will bring somebody else to another, bring your web page user to like another person's website, right? It can also, by the way, link to another page in your website, but we haven't done that before. So this is a way that, like right here, it creates this little button on the page, and it's styled in this nice way for Bootstrap that's like automatically blue, and it looks like a button. It has a tiny amount of border radius, so like the edges are rounded. But if you wanted to change any of that styling, you actually have to refer to there's two classes that the anchor tag has. There's BTM and BTM primary. Okay, so the way that you do that is you go into your CSS and you reference the class. So I said BTM primary with a dash in between. And you say the background color that you want, and then you put this little code after it with exclamation point important, and you put the semicolon at the end. Okay, if you didn't have this, if you just tried to do this without the important part, what would end up happening is it's still going to the style sheet. So remember that, like in your HTML, you have two style sheets referenced here. You have your style sheet, okay, and then you have the style sheet from Bootstrap that you're borrowing it, and it makes your grid system nice. It makes like everything size nicely, but it also makes it harder to overwrite some of the style or override some of the style. So by adding this little like important tab, let me see if I can get it back, that allows you to tell your page when it loads, or the browser when it loads the page, that you want your style to be used and not the style of the it overrides the default style for Bootstrap. Okay, so you can add anything into, I added, just to try it out, I wanted to change the background of the card body. So in order to do that, I went to my index.html and I looked at my card body right here. I looked at the class right here. So every card has that class of card body. And I just told it to overwrite the style of background color, and that's how I got this like sort of peachy background color here. Okay. Another thing to note is, I don't know if I've showed you this before, but I have this eyedropper tool on my website that's an addition to Chrome, so it's an extension on Chrome, and I can pick a color from a site. So I actually went to Kanisha Sneed's website here and sort of borrowed some of her beautiful colors from this page right here. So if I click on my extension, I can pick up a color from her page. She has really beautiful colors here. And then I just grab the hex value here and I use it in my own page. So let's say that I wanted to, this probably wouldn't be helpful to do this, but if I wanted to change the text color to salmon, it may not show up very well, but it's just a kind of a slight difference here. It may not have shown up as a difference, but oh, you know what? It didn't, because I didn't write important on it. So here I've got to add that piece in, and let's check it out. Yeah, so it changed it. There's not that much of a contrast between these two things, so it's not a great color to use. But that's a way that I can just update the style. So if I wanted to add like a Google font, I bet you could try that out. I haven't tried it out yet, but you can maybe try that out for your cards. But that's how you can update any of the style right there. You could maybe add a border for your card body. So remember, border goes border, the thickness, solid, and then the color. Let me try to use this salmon color again, or let's use black just for the purpose, the interest of time, right here, and then write that important in, and that should create a border. Okay, so you just have to keep, oh, that's the card body, that's not the entire card. So if I wanted to get the entire card, I would put that on the class of card. So instead of putting that on card body, I would take that out and say dot card, put that here. Let's see how that changes it. Yeah, so it puts it around the whole card, not just the card body, which was this portion right here. Okay, so you can like update that. Maybe you want it to be dashed. I have too much fun when I do this, so I make my videos too long, but I love styling things out, especially using like a nice color scheme. It just makes me very happy, very satisfied. So that eyedropper tool, I use it all the time. So you might want to, like, if you want to get extensions for Chrome, there's like a whole store where you can, you know, find extensions here. So and you could search eyedropper and then add that in, and then you'll have, like, you know, I have like Bitmoji, and but I think I forget which one I have, but a lot of these are fine. Okay, so in the interest of time, I'll stop the video, but that's just how you can like overwrite some of the initial style for Bootstrap.